Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool Refrigerator Ice Auger Support. It's going to be a very easy repair and it's only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new Ice Auger Support. The Ice Auger Support supports the front of the ice auger. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's cracked or damaged and the ice auger is jamming up. In order to get to the part, we have to open up the freezer door. Now that we have the freezer door open, we can get the ice door out of the way. All you have to do is lift it up and slide it back. Then we can lift the ice arm up, turn it off so it doesn't get hit by the bucket when we pull it out. To get the bucket out, we're just going to lift up on it and then pull it all the way out. Now that we have the assembly out of the freezer, we can set it down on a towel so we can work on it without damaging anything. Then we're going to use our 1/4-inch nut driver to take out all the screws that holds the ice container on. Once you have those three out, we can spin the assembly around so we can take out these that go all the way around the edge. Now we can remove the screw that holds the connecting rod to the back of the ice container. Once you have the rod off, we can lift the ice container off the assembly. Once you have the ice container off, you can separate the two pieces. Now we can take the drive cup and the sleeve off. All you have to do is lift this up and pull this off, and we're going to set those to aside. Then we can lift the auger out of the cover and set the cover aside. To get the E-clip off, we're just going to lift up on it with the screwdriver. Once you have it off, you can pop it out. And we can get the washer off. If you have to, you can push on the auger so it comes out a little bit. I can grab it. And then we can separate the auger assembly from the cover. Now we have to take the auger teeth off. You may want to take a picture of this. It's a bunch of little spacers in all the auger teeth so you know where everything goes just in case something happens. We're going to take some rubber bands and hold everything together so we can kind of pull it off all as one piece. Now that we have the rubber bands on, we're going to use a 9/16" wrench to take the nut off on the end of the auger. It's reverse thread, so it's going to be clockwise to loosen it. Once you have it loosened, you should just be able to unscrew it with your hand. Once you have the nut off, you can take off this first washer. It's not going to be held in by the rubber bands. Also, this last washer is not going to come with it, so we're just going to have to take that off separate too. Once you have it off, you want to carefully set this assembly aside so it doesn't fall apart. And then we can take this last washer off and set it aside. Once you have that last washer off, we can pull the ice auger support off and set the auger aside. Here's the old ice auger support next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new ice auger support in, we're just going to put the auger through the center hole and push it back so it's on the drum. Now that we have the ice auger support on, we're going to put the first bushing on. It goes on with the lip towards the drum and actually goes into the Ice Auger Support. And then we can put the teeth back on. And very carefully pick these up. And when you put this in, you want to make sure that the pins on this side, so it goes into the hole later when we put it together. So we're just going to slide it on. We have to line up the flats on the auger with the flats in the teeth and just push it all the way on. Once you have it in place, we can put the outer washer on and then put the nut back on. Remember, it's reverse thread, so you have to go counterclockwise to tighten it down. Once you have it on, we can grab the 9/16" wrench and tighten it down. It's only plastic, so you don't want to tighten it down too much and break it. Just get it snug. Now that we have the nut tightened down, we can take the rubber bands off. All you have to do is pull them off and set them aside. And then we can put the cover for the crusher back on. All you have to do is pick it up and line it up so we can slide it on. Remember, you want to make sure that this pin goes into the hole right here to hold that in place. And then you can slide the assembly into the housing. Once you have it all the way in, we can put the washer and the E-clip back on. If you have to, you can use a flathead screwdriver to push the E-clip on. Once you have the E-clip in, we can grab the front and set it down, and then we can set the assembly into it and line it up. Then we can put the sleeve and the drive cup back on. Just want to set it down into place. So this little notch is right by the tab that goes into the middle. To put the drive cup on, all you have to do is line it up on that tab and set it down into place. Once you have that on, we can put the ice container back on. We're just going to set that down over the sleeve in the auger. Once you have it on and lined up, we can use the 1/4" nut driver to put all the screws back in. Now that we have the 3 installed on the inside, we can turn it around and put the ones on the back. Then we can put the spring and the bracket back on the connector bar. We're just going to lift the spring up and then line the bracket up so the hole's on this side. Then you're going to have to turn it and then turn it again and then put it over the mounting spot. Once you have the hole lined up, we can use the 1/4" nut driver to put the screw in. Once you have the screw in, we have to put some tension on the spring. So we're going to have to wrap it around so this seats in its spot right here on the mounting spot. Then we're going to wrap the spring one more time around the connector bar and hook it on so it gives some tension on the connector bar so that when you move it back and forth, the ice deflector opens and closes. Once you have the ice bucket assembly put back together, we can put it back in the freezer. To put the ice bucket in, all you have to do is line it up on the rails and push it all the way back in. Once you have it all the way in, you can turn the ice maker on and then pull the ice door closed. Then we can close the freezer door, plug it back in, and make sure it starts to cool. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.